Hello everybody and welcome to a Minecraft tutorial. Today we are going to be building a small beekeeper hut so that you can collect all of your honey blocks, honeycombs, and all sorts of those fantastic new 1.15 blocks in a building that looks pretty neat in my opinion. So let me go over the materials list and then we'll jump on into the build. Alright, I have the materials out in front of me here. What you're going to need is a whole bunch of wood blocks. You're going to need oak wood planks with a bunch of variety like stairs, slabs, trapdoors, and buttons. And you're going to need a ladder, a campfire. Actually, you're going to need multiple of all of these things, but this is just the basic list for everything. You're going to need stripped spruce wood. You're going to need spruce wood planks. You're going to need a spruce wood trapdoor as well as a spruce wood door with stairs and slabs and fences. You're going to need chests. You're going to need barrels, and you are going to need beehives as well as leaves for decoration if you want to, but the leaves are optional if you don't want to detail. But yeah, those are the blocks you're going to need. Let's jump into the build. Alright, I have the blueprint of the build laid out before you here. It's going to be a 5x7 structure, and we are going to start by placing down some oak logs, 3 blocks tall, on all 4 corners, just like so. Then you're going to take oak logs and bring them all the way across on both of these sides, and on the bottom here. You're going to do the same thing. Next, what you're going to do is you're going to take spruce wood as well as spruce planks, and you're going to plop them right like so. Just kind of randomly, just to give it a little bit of texture to make it look nice. So after you do that, it'll look something like this. Actually, let's grab this real quick since we're over here. You can put a spruce wood block there just to make that look a little bit nicer. But yeah. Then what you're going to do is the same thing along the back side. You're going to put spruce logs, stripped spruce logs I should say, and spruce planks all the way up. And then just kind of dot in some texture. Something, whoops, okay. Blocks please. Something like that. And then you're going to grab beehives. You're going to put them across like so on both of these sides. You are going to grab trapdoors and you are going to place them along here, along this side here. And then you're going to go to the inside of the build and do the exact same thing. But before you close these trapdoors on the inside, break these logs because you're going to dig down 2 blocks and you're going to place some campfires underneath so that when you harvest the beehives, the bees don't get angry. So you're going to grab these right like so. You're going to go and place them down here, and then the bees will not attack you when you try to take honey from their beehives. The floor on the interior is going to be a mixture of spruce wood. Actually, we're going to need coarse dirt. I forgot to mention that. There's going to be coarse dirt on the interior of the floor here. And then, if you want to go for, if you want to go for a little bit more detail, you can grab a honey block. And you can make it look like honey's just kind of dripped from the beehive somewhere. And yeah. That's the first floor. Okay, now we need to do the second floor. So let me get the materials and we will work on that. All right, I have got the materials that we need, and I forgot to mention something on the first floor. If you want to add a little more detail in the middle here, you can add buttons every other block in the middle above the beehives, and then you can throw in some stripped spruce logs for a little bit more texture on both sides. As well as you can throw in a window back here just for some extra detail, because why not? It looks good. So yeah, this is going to be the roof that we go with. What you're going to do is you're going to grab oak wood slabs. You're going to place them like so, all the way across. and then you are going to bring them in by 1 block, bring them across, and you're going to do the same thing on the other side. You're going to just increase it by a half block every block, and then for the overhang you just want it under the block like that. So you get that design right like so. And then what you're going to do is you're going to do the same thing just on these middle bits right like so. And then you're going to have the overhang, something like this. So you can kind of see how this roof looks. You just want to bring it up by a half block every time, like so. Whoops. And then you're going to want to bring the overhang underneath by the 1/2 block. So you get a cool little design for the roof here. It's fairly straightforward, but I think it works. I think it looks really good. All right, so now to get the little dome on top, what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to break these right like so, like so, like so, and then you're going to want to bring these up with oak logs so that you have this sort of a shape. And then you can throw in some spruce wood slabs like that to add a little bit more texture. You're going to want to break these inside blocks so that it looks something like this. Then you're going to want to bring this up by a 1 block, And again, you can go through with spruce wood, stripped spruce wood, and texture it a little bit more to make it look a little bit nicer. Then you're going to want to add trapdoors, oak trapdoors, whoops, to all of these wooden logs, just to give it a bit more detail and texture and stuff. And then spruce fences in the little window bits there. Next, what you're going to do is you're going to grab, not spruce, oak planks. Sorry, I haven't done a tutorial in a hot minute, so bear with me. We'll get better at this. I want to do a lot more tutorials throughout this year, and I want to get better at them. So if you have any advice, let me know down in the comments below. So basically what you want to do with these oak wood slabs, I should say, is bring them up like so. It's fairly simple. And then you're going to want to grab either a full block or just use half slabs. Either way works. You're going to want to bring those up, and then more slabs like so. But then what you want to do actually is replace these slabs with stairs. I forgot to do that, just to give it a bit more detail. I think it looks nicer. So then you have something like so. Whoops. And then you can break these 4 right there. And you can put slabs like that, and that is the roof. So the exterior should look something like this if you want to do it like so. If you want a more weathered roof, you can always go in and you can like mess up the blocks a little bit. You can like remove planks, you can add stairs to it, stuff like that. Just make it look a little bit more weathered. Just kind of play around with it. There's no right or wrong way to do that. But if you want to make it look a little bit more weathered, that is always something that you can do. So you can add like stairs there, a stair there like that maybe would work. But yeah, if you want to make it look a little bit more weathered, I tend to like doing that with my builds just because I think it adds a lot more detail to it. If it's like a wooden structure, it's going to be weathered obviously most of the time, especially if it's like a medieval build. If you're thinking about it from a lore standpoint, like it's a wooden build. There's weather, there's rain, there's storms, things happen, buildings get old, and they get weathered. So if you want to do that, you can always do that. If not, then don't worry about it. And then you can just go through here and you can add some leaves, and you can bone meal the grass outside of said beekeeper hut. Just kind of randomly throw in some leaves and flowers throughout so that the bees have things to pollinate. So that is the exterior right there, and you can always add little paths like we have over here. But yeah, let's get on into the interior and I'll show you what you need to do. All right, coming into the interior here, without any details or anything, the build should look like this, or something similar. Also, yeah, okay, that's fine. We can just throw that slab right back there so that it looks detailed up there. That's fine, whatever. We are going to grab our spruce stripped logs, and we are going to plop them right there. We're going to grab 3 ladders. We're going to put them right there. And where did there they are, right there. Spruce wood slabs are going to go right there, and then a lantern right there. That's the first floor. Very, very simple design, but I like it. It's very effective. Second floor, you're going to want to put a lantern right up there, and then you're going to want to grab a chest. You're going to want to grab a barrel. You're going to want to grab item frames, and then you're going to want to do something like this, that, and that, and then you're going to want to put item frames like so, and then you can grab honey bottles, and you can grab whatever other block you want. So we can put like a honey bottle here to label this, and put a honey block there to label that, and then you can just throw all your blocks that you get from this in here. This isn't going to open, actually, I just realized. So you could put a stair there, and then that'll open if you wanted to do that. But yeah, that is pretty much all there is to it with the interior of this beehive, or beekeeper's hut. So yeah, as you can see here, if we go to the original build, it's very similar. Like I said, like I threw a honeycomb there, and then again, this chest won't open, so that's actually a flaw that I can now fix. Just add a stair there, so you can actually access that chest. You can just throw one right like so, and then the roof still looks a little weathered, so it all works. But yeah, that is pretty much... Oh, actually, I forgot you have to put fences here. What is this, amateur hour? Listen, these tutorials, this is the first tutorial I've done in, like, well over a year, so... There's gonna be little things that I'm gonna have to work on. But yeah, that is pretty much how you build this beekeeper's hut. Right like a so. So, yeah, I appreciate you all watching. Thanks for being here. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe if you like the build and want to see more. And as always, my name is Silent Scale. I will see you all next time.